So this weekend we have the Magnus Ver Magnusson Classic in Iceland. We're after leaving this very late to record.
It is what it is.
It's very busy.
Not the first time.
Not the first time.
Being very busy.
So look, unfortunately, it's not going to be the most in-depth video we've ever done.
No,
because we need to get it up so people can watch it. Now we have some very good athletes competing, some that people probably know household names at this stage, and then some guys that have competed for a while but probably not known as much on the global stage, still very good athletes. So the athletes that we have competing: Wesley Dowinski, a known name globally. Next up we have Christian Nielsen from Iceland. We then have the return of Shane Flowers from the UK, Tyler Sigurdsson from Canada, Audrus Jokubaitis from Lithuania.
Audrus
Jokubaitis
Ra
from Lithuania, as you could probably guess. Palmi Gudfinnsson from Iceland. Didris Zarnis from Latvia. Didris from Latvia.
Yes.
We then have Rongo Keane from Australia, Tristan Holt from Canada, Ivor Schmaustelis from Latvia, Andrew Burton from the USA, Mateusz Kieliszkowski from Poland.
Let's go.
Tiano Fapi from New Zealand, Evans Nana from Ghana, and Nikolais Laikaitis from Georgia.
A lot of athletes.
Again, at this stage, it's nearly like the world's strongest man with the number of nationalities.
Yeah. It's nice to see that, and it seems like he's not giving up. He's growing kind of every year, especially now Mateusz competing there.
Massive name.
I think, it's a massive name to have for them. And hopefully, based on events as well, it's going to be a very tough competition.
To be honest, I haven't really watched it in the past. I've seen some of the results and things like that.
I have to watch it this year.
We're going to have to. Well, when I see the events this year, I'm definitely going to be watching it. So with the athletes have competing, Tristan Holt, Wesley Dowinski, all these guys. So it's going to be very competitive. Now, the events, so it's a 3-day competition, not usual 2 days, or like World's Strongest Man is going to be 4 days
3
next
events
year.
per day, yeah.
3 events per day. 3 very tough events per day.
Tough enough.
Yeah. Friday, November 22nd, we have the very first day of the competition. So the very first event overall, we have a stone press for max weight. The athletes will have 3 attempts, and there'll be 1 extra attempt given if there's a record involved. So the stones that will be available are 90 kilos, 100 kilos, 110 kilos, 120 kilos, 130 kilos, 140 kilos, and then 146 kilos, which we imagine is...
Do you understand how it's going to work?
Yeah,
so they're going to pick 3 stones out of them?
Yeah, so like you'll have, say, you might go in like powerlift and say, right, I'm going to do a 100 kilo stone first.
Yeah.
I might do a 140 kilo stone or 146 kilo
46, that would be the last one. That would be the world record,
That'd be the world record.
Yeah.
So you have 60 seconds to lift the stone individually. You go back. And then, like that, if you did the 140 kilo stone, said, right, I want to do 146. So
have to pick 3 attempts.
3 attempts.
3 stones, basically.
The second event, then, we have the Hercules hold. So everybody knows the Hercules hold at this stage. 2 beams, 150 kilos per hand. Yeah. Now, when it comes to this, it's all down to how the athletes feel on the day. We've said it before in the past. Now, like Mark Felix. If Mark Felix is competing, no matter what the day is, he's going to do very well.
Pretty much he'll win, yeah.
Most of the time. So look, in this situation as well, if it's going to be cold, athletes aren't used to the weather, how warm they are, how the implements feel. So this one is very hard to call.
I know one thing. I know that Mateusz is a bit nervous about it because he never competed in that weather. He's like he doesn't know what to expect.
The third event then, and we'll probably have the most famous event when it comes to Iceland strongman, and that is the Husfell carry. So Husfell carry around the sheep's pen is what I think it's called. So we have as many rotations as possible with the 186 kilo Husfell stone. People have done this multiple times. I think everybody knows it globally at this stage. Yeah. Thor, like you were saying before.
Thor did it so many times as well.
So Rogue has the sandbag as well that they use in certain events. They did it in the Rogue Invitational. Was it 170 kilo Husfell stone, I think it was, rather than 186. So look, people have had very much experience with it. So we'll see how that goes. Then on to the second day, then we're on the beach in Iceland. Náttfellsvík beach, whatever.
Great job.
Great job. I'm sorry for butchering the language, but that's the way it is. The fourth event, then we have a super yoke, 380 kilos for 20 meters, into a farmer's walk for 20 meters, 138 kilos per hand, 75-second time.
You have to be really warmed up for this one.
Yes. 380 kilos, like it's
not a lot, but still.
Well, it is a lot, but it's not.
Well, it's not a lot. It's not like it's okay,
The 138 kilo farmers that's gonna be tough.
No, that's not a lot. No, I think that's a good event.
So the fifth event then we have the sandbag throw. So 6 implements over a 4.4 meter wall, weights ranging from 18 to 30 kilos.
30 kilos is a lot. The last bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we know Shane Flowers is very good at this event. Yeah. So, and Mateusz is not bad either.
To see the attire that people are going to be wearing.
Yeah.
They get to be able to get the move.
Yeah. That's right. With all the jackets, sweaters, and all that stuff.
The worst thing now is trying to keep warm while also being
the hat's going to be in the way as well.
Yeah. It's the wall that they do, I have seen it. Like, I have seen this footage before.
Yeah.
It's a cool location where they have it. So, like, I love seeing that kind of event. It's not just set up for the event. Like, it's actually...
It should be fun to watch.
It should be very fun to watch. So the sixth event then, we have a stone medley. So we have 2 stones, 110 and 130 kilos, to shoulder, put over a bar, and 3 stones, 145, 155, 165 kilos to be loaded over a bar. Time limit 75 seconds.
The question is, like, will they be allowed to lose the tacky?
Tacky or tacky towels,
yes.
I'm not sure.
Or it's going to be like just with chalk?
I don't know. It depends on the stones again. Like if they're natural stones or
natural stones, it should be okay. You don't need that.
Yeah. But again, they probably won't want you using tacky anyway if it's natural stone.
No.
I'd imagine
tacky towel. So maybe just there's some handles.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't. We haven't watched it. Maybe they did this event before.
Look, to be honest, I haven't really watched the Magnus Classic because anytime it has been on, I have been away or things on and trying to go watch the live stream. Then afterwards, it's like watching a final after you know the results. It's tough to watch.
It's tough to watch.
Yeah. So look, this year I'll obviously be clued into this one because some of the events that you'll see are just absolutely crazy. Yeah. On to the last day then, the third day of the competition, we have the Fisherman's Village. So 7th event overall, we have a hand over hand 7 meter hoist pull, 60-second time limit.
Pretty straightforward.
Yes. It's like we see multiple times since the Shaw Classic was the first real time I've seen it, like the tower situation. It's probably been used in World's Strongest Man multiple times as well. So again,
they might pull the boat, like you remember in 2000.
They had to pull it up the hill.
Yes.
Yeah. They had to pull it up the port.
That was in Malta. Yeah. That was pretty cool. I have to say, that was a good event to watch.
So on to the 8th event then, we have the silver dollar deadlift, 14-inch deadlift, increasing in weight from 300 to 420 kilos. So you'll have 20 kilo jumps every rep until failure, 60-second time limit.
Again, so it's going to be like medley. You go from one to another to another to another.
Probably just have people there dropping 20 kilos onto the bar.
Or we'll have how many implements you would need for that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, 7. Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
7 silver dollars.
So probably just stacking the weight on inside the...
It's still, a silver dollar, but still that's going to be a lot of weight to try and move in 60 seconds.
Yeah, and it's the third day, 8th event. It's not going to be easy.
To round it off then, we have the 9th event, which is the log lift medley, 120 kilos, 135 kilos, 150 kilos, and 165 kilos to be lifted in a 60-second time limit.
Yeah.
Again.
Standard event.
Very standard, but very tough event.
The last event, but it's nice. Again, like everybody knows now that I love overhead events, and to finish off the competition with it, I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, like I look, when you see all the 9 events over 3 days, like it's going to be brutal for the athletes, no point saying otherwise, because after you have 1 day of heavy lifting, you're like, oh grand, tomorrow will be the last day.
The weather conditions, that's I think that's the one that scares.
When I have seen the footage, say of the last time I actually did watch it, and you see everybody going and wearing hoodies and like trousers, and you're trying to like move while staying warm.
It's not nice to lift weights in very cold weather. It's not.
The handles are going to be frozen.
Yeah, you just the cold weather is as much as good,
especially on the beach.
They say that some people say that it's good for the recovery and stuff like that, but to lift weights in the cold weather, it's not pleasant at all.
So like we were saying, we have the return of Mateusz Kieliszkowski and Shane Flowers. Now, look, we also have some big names like Tristan Holt and Wesley Derwinski, Rongo Keane, all these guys, Ivor Schmouchless as well, Evans Nana. Like, there's so many guys that are going to be competing. It's going to be very tough to call because I think, like with Tristan, he's only coming off the back of, say...
Tristan will be in a very good shape.
Yeah, because he's only after, say, peaking for Rogue Invitational. He's got to lift a very heavy weights that are at Rogue Invitational, so it could be good for him. Now, the thing is as well, he doesn't have that much travelling. He's probably only coming from Scotland.
And Canadian, used to the weather.
Yeah, used to the weather. See the guys there in the southern hemisphere at this time of the year where it's nice and warm, travelling, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, so we'll see how Mateusz and Shane Flowers will do, but I don't expect from them a lot because they're focusing on the next year competition. Like Shane is focusing on Britain's Strongest Man. Mateusz, I believe he's focusing on Arnold Classic. So, and
when he come back from
Ivor said no. Is this a qualification for something?
I don't know if it's qualification. I don't think so.
Well, if it's not, it should become.
When it comes to it, I have a feeling that the likes of Ivor Schmauchlis, Evans Nana, and Tristan Holt will do very well in this competition.
Yeah. So it's going to be a battle for the first place.
Because Mateusz,
I don't think that Mateusz just will come in and just wins everything. It's not going to be easy for him, especially if he says he's going to be in the okay shape. He just wants to like kickstart his prep for the Arnold Classic. So you just never know. You might finish top 5 or first place, or
it's very hard to tell with Mateusz.
It's very hard to say.
See, the thing with Mateusz, come back with the Achilles, with the super yoke and farmer's walk.
Yeah, he's going to be very careful.
Shane Flowers, when it comes to a couple of the bicep situations like log lift medley, stones, bag over bar, like that's going to be tough as well. That's why you wouldn't put them into the podium. To be fair, I would put my podium would be Ivor Schmauchlis. I would then put Tristan Holt and then Evans Nana. That would be my top 3. Now there could be a situation where some of the Icelandic guys, Lithuanians.
Yeah, no, could be the case, because again, Icelandic guys have a home advantage. They know the equipment, they know the weather conditions.
Very little travel.
Yeah, so and we don't actually know how strong the guys are. No. Maybe they super.
If I find some information again, I'll throw them up on the screen.
Yeah, so but I hope that these household names like Mateusz and Shane Flowers and Schmauchlis will do well. So I'll put. I can't go against Mateusz. I'm not gonna do with you there. So I'll put Mateusz in the first place. I'll put Shane Flowers in second and Schmauchlis third.
Let us know in the comment section down below what your predictions are, what your opinions are of the events. Like when we seen the events, we only got them 2 days ago, and we got to see them. I was blown out of water. I think that this caliber of say events should be in a large scale competition. Yeah. Like Worlds would be a perfect layout for all these. Like I think it's like this. Well, this would test.
Just increase the weights a little bit,
but the events themselves are very good.
They're very good. Yeah.
But look, it's very tough over 3 days as well, especially in such a cold climate at the moment. So look, let us know in the comment section down below what your opinions are. Like always, if you made it this far in the video, make sure to press the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you are subscribed, please press the bell icon. It'll keep you up to date with everything that's Lalas Brothers. And we'll see you in a future video.
See you later, guys.